Alright, so this is going to be my Ventrium tutorial. So, first of all, if you don't know how to get to where I am now, I recommend clicking the link in the description, which will be a tutorial that'll show you how to get to here. Second of all, this is more of an advanced skip. It's not too difficult, but it is very risky, and it doesn't save a whole lot of time, so only add this to your runs if you've either practiced it a lot or you have a lot of experience with the game. But anyways, so starting off, how you get up here is you go over to where this railing is, and you'll see on the left side, it's sort of, they're very close together if you look. It's basically you want to stand somewhere where you can't accidentally vault over this railing. So you can just hit space a few times to get up. You can scroll, and I personally free scroll, but free scroll is not required at all for this. So now that you're up here, you want to line yourself up for a sidestep, and once you get to about here after sidestepping, so inside this box on the floor, you want to focus your reticle on this column of dots here and just jump into a wall climb once you get somewhat past this line, so like that. And it's just something you can sort of get a feel for when to jump and how high to wall climb, because you need to sidestep out of the wall climb, and you need to do it pretty late. So you need to sort of have a feeling for when the wall climb animation ends. But once it ends, you want to sidestep, and then you can scroll. You can use spacebar once again. You can use free scroll as well, but it's not needed. So what also helps, I find, is looking upwards after you sidestep. Just makes it more consistent for me. So this can be kind of tricky, but just takes a bit of practice. So once you get up here, this is the second part of the climb, and this is the trickier part. So after you do the first climb, you'll end up about here, so you want to line yourself up for another sidestep and jump into another wall climb. And the setup or visual cue I use for this is I wait till Faith's fingertips are about to reach the top of this white square here. You see she sort of gets kind of close to the top. So after her fingertips get there, I sidestep, and if you looking into the wall and holding W, Faith will get a wall climb or a wall run automatically. And as soon as you see her enter the wall run animation, you want to hit Q and then jump in rapid succession like so. And that should get you a wall climb on here. So you need to do another quick turn and jump once you get the second wall climb. So I wait till Faith is like about to get to the top to hit Q, and you'll see she sort of goes off the wall a little bit with the animation, so that's what you want to have happen ideally. And you just want to delay your jump after hitting Q then, and coil, and you should get up here. And then you want to jump or scroll immediately so you can grab that. So once you get this into muscle memory, it's pretty straightforward, but it just might take some getting used to. And you sometimes might find that you don't quite get enough height here, and if that happens, you can just, instead of Q turning, just do a sidestep, and you should be able to grab this. and if that happens, just jump coil to here. But if you're jumping into your wall climb and you're waiting, you should have no problem getting enough height. And yeah, after this first side step, don't stay in the wall run for too long. Just as soon as you see the animation start, then quick turn and jump. Alright, so now you're up here. I should point out that some people like to do some fancy stuff where they like chain wall boost here. But it's pretty risky, so I don't recommend going for that. It doesn't really save that much time. And you can fall pretty easily, so I wouldn't risk it. So you just want to jump along here, do some bunny hops, and get to the end of this white railing, and you'll see off in the distance there's this building, and it's kind of hard to tell because I'm on lowest settings, but there is a standalone column of windows on the left side, and then a cluster of windows, and then a standalone set on the right side. So you want to focus your reticle on the standalone set on the right side and stand about where I'm standing, like right in front of the white pole. It's not too precise where you have to stand, like you could stand in it, which is what some people do, but I stand just right in front of it and focus my reticle, and you just want to jump. And now, if I use the suicide binding, if you spawn there in the void, that means that you've gone the checkpoint. So, there are other setups you can use for this, but this is just the one that I find to be the most consistent. And keep in mind that if you stand where I stand for my setup, you don't want to jump on the very edge because you could actually jump past the checkpoint and miss it. In fact, I can show you where the checkpoint is. I don't have the trigger or the keybind to show triggers right now, but it's a box that's on the outside of where this vent is. So, and if you want to know how I'm like flying around, then there's also a link in the description to the trainer / speedometer that I use. It's good for practicing. So anyways, yeah, you just don't jump on the very, very edge. If you're standing inside the pool, then you would want to run for a bit longer and run closer to the edge, but for my setup, just jump a bit early and you should be fine. So yeah, that's my Ventrium tutorial. Hopefully it was informative and helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to help. Alternatively, you can join our Discord server, where there are lots of people who would also be happy to help you with the skip. So yeah, thank you for watching.